The Power of Persistence, written and published by Sonic Tome. The clamor of daily life has a way of drowning out the quiet whisper of ambition, the subtle voice that stirs within when we dream of a life more meaningful, more fulfilling. Most people turn away from it, intimidated by the noise, distracted by the uncertainty, or defeated by the fear of failure. But there are those who listen, who turn toward that voice, refusing to let it fade. They choose the harder path, the one that tests their resolve, stretches their limits, and demands every ounce of courage. They know that it's not the setbacks that define them, but what they do with those moments. It's the relentless pursuit, the tireless commitment to keep moving, that transforms mere ambition into a story worth telling. It's the unseen hours spent honing skills, the early mornings when the world is still asleep, the late nights when the only sound is the scratch of a pen or the tap of keys. It's that choice to rise, despite the doubt that whispers in the back of the mind, to defy the easy comforts of complacency. It's the small acts of grit and the silent victories that stack up, often unnoticed but essential, until one day they become the very foundation upon which greatness stands. Greatness doesn't happen by accident. It's forged in the fire of persistence, where each setback becomes a lesson and each challenge a stepping stone. The journey is never linear. It bends and twists, testing the resolve at every turn. Those who thrive don't have some magical ability that others don't. They have the discipline to stay the course when everything around them shouts to stop. They have the strength to endure the storm, not just to reach the other side, but to learn from the fury of the winds, to come out more resilient than they ever thought possible. Every success story is a testament to the power of relentless pursuit. But it is not just the outcome that speaks to us. It's the story of becoming, the raw, unglamorous work that no one sees, but that transforms a person from the inside out. The journey is what defines them, what leaves an imprint that outlives the moment. It's the act of being unyielding when it feels easier to be defeated, of believing when the world questions why. When we embrace this relentless pursuit, we step into a realm where true transformation happens, a space where potential meets purpose. This is where doubt finds itself at odds with determination, where dreams are anchored in a resolve so strong that they are no longer fragile wishes, but unshakable intentions. It is where life's greatest gifts, strength, resilience, and the quiet power of having stayed true to oneself, are discovered. Chapter 1. The Spark of Endurance. Endurance begins as a whisper within, a quiet yet undeniable feeling that something greater is possible. It's not a sudden roar or an explosive event, but rather the flicker of a flame that grows stronger with every breath you give it. This spark is born in the moments when you sense that the world offers more than mere survival. It's the realization that within you lies the capacity to push further, to hold steady, and to rise above. The spark of endurance often ignites during times of discomfort or challenge. It comes when you face an obstacle that others shy away from, and instead of retreating, you lean in. This isn't about bravado or fearlessness. It's about the willingness to feel the weight of difficulty, and yet remain standing. You recognize that struggle isn't something to fear, but a natural companion to progress. The initial resistance, the pushback from life, becomes the very friction that lights the fire within. What sustains this spark is the ability to see beyond the immediate. When the present feels overwhelming, the mind has a remarkable ability to picture what lies on the other side of persistence. This isn't about daydreaming. It's about developing a vivid, almost tangible vision of what could be. The clearer this vision becomes, the stronger the spark grows, feeding on the energy of anticipation and possibility. At its core, the spark of endurance is deeply tied to purpose. It doesn't come from superficial goals or fleeting desires. It stems from something deeper, a cause or a belief that resonates so strongly it compels you to act. Whether it's a personal mission, a commitment to someone you care for, or a higher calling, this purpose acts as the kindling that nurtures the flame. The more connected you are to this purpose, the brighter the spark will burn, even in the face of adversity. This drive also thrives on an understanding of self. Endurance begins to flourish when you stop doubting your capacity and start seeing your challenges as stepping stones instead of walls. The spark ignites when you recognize that every obstacle isn't an end but a test. A question asking whether you're ready to step into your potential. Each time you answer that question with action, the flame strengthens, and you grow closer to becoming the version of yourself you aspire to be. Finally, the spark is fueled by an appreciation for the journey. Endurance doesn't solely rely on the promise of reaching a destination. It also draws energy from the process itself. There is a profound sense of satisfaction in simply knowing you're moving forward, no matter the pace. Each step, no matter how small, adds fuel to the fire. The journey itself, with its twists and turns, becomes a source of energy, teaching you to draw strength from the act of pressing on. The spark of endurance isn't a gift or a trait reserved for a few. It is something that lies within everyone, waiting to be uncovered. It asks only for your belief in its existence and your willingness to fan it into a flame. Once ignited, it grows stronger with every challenge faced, every purpose embraced, and every step taken. This spark becomes a beacon, illuminating the path ahead, no matter how dark the present may seem. Chapter 2. The Path of Unyielding Effort. The journey of consistent effort is like carving a masterpiece from stone. Each strike of the chisel, no matter how small, brings the vision closer to reality. It's a process that demands patience, focus, and above all, an unshakable belief in the power of deliberate action. The extraordinary outcomes we admire often emerge not from bursts of inspiration, but from the quiet, persistent rhythm of effort sustained over time. Effort, when sustained, has a transformative quality. It doesn't merely change circumstances, it refines the individual. Through repeated actions, new strengths are uncovered, skills are sharpened, and mental fortitude is strengthened. Imagine a river carving its way through rock, an act that seems improbable until you witness the smooth, winding paths left behind. The river achieves this not through force, but through unwavering persistence, flowing day after day, indifferent to the obstacles in its way. True effort is not about working endlessly or tirelessly without direction. It's about channeling energy in a focused way, honing in on the actions that bring the most value. Each step must carry intention. Without a sense of purpose guiding the effort, it becomes easy to drift into the illusion of activity while accomplishing little. On the path of unyielding effort, clarity of purpose serves as a compass, ensuring every action moves closer to the desired goal. The process is rarely glamorous. The path often winds through repetition and moments of monotony. It is here that many falter, tempted by the allure of shortcuts or distracted by the impatience for instant results. But this phase, the quiet grind, is where greatness is truly forged. Each seemingly mundane task, completed with care, builds an invisible foundation that supports future success. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable companions on this path. They appear not to halt progress, but to test resolve. Every obstacle offers an opportunity to adapt, refine, and grow. In facing these moments, unyielding effort transforms into resilience. Rather than resisting difficulties, the one who perseveres learns to embrace them, finding strength in the very act of overcoming. The nature of effort is cumulative. What begins as small, deliberate actions gradually builds momentum, creating a force far greater than the sum of its parts. This compounding effect is a powerful reminder that every action, no matter how minor it may seem, carries weight. Even when progress feels imperceptible, the steady accumulation of effort moves mountains over time. Unyielding effort also has a magnetic quality. It attracts opportunities, support, and resources that might otherwise remain out of reach. When others witness dedication, they are often inspired to contribute, to assist, or to follow. This synergy between individual persistence and external support creates a ripple effect, magnifying the impact of effort and bringing extraordinary outcomes within reach. The path of unyielding effort is one of transformation, not only in what is achieved, but in who we become along the way. It demands humility, for effort often begins with small, imperfect steps. It requires courage to continue when progress is slow and uncertainty looms. But above all, it asks for trust. Trust in the process, trust in the purpose, and trust in the potential for extraordinary results born from steady, unwavering action. Chapter 3. The Rhythm of Setbacks and Triumphs. Life moves like a symphony, a constant interplay of highs and lows, victories and struggles. The rhythm of setbacks and triumphs is not a linear progression, but an intricate dance where each step forward is met with the chance to stumble, and every fall holds the potential for a greater leap. This dynamic flow shapes the journey, refining the spirit and sharpening the resolve to continue. Setbacks are not interruptions. They are essential notes in the melody. They challenge the tempo, forcing us to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. It is in these moments of disruption that hidden strengths are revealed. Setbacks strip away the unnecessary, leaving only the essence of determination and the raw need to adapt. They teach us to adjust our footing, find new rhythms, and move with the unpredictability of the music life plays. Every setback introduces a test of character. It's easy to move gracefully through triumphs, but how one navigates the moments of loss, frustration, or failure defines the dancer. These moments are invitations to lean into the discomfort, to listen closely to what the challenge is asking. Often they demand courage, to try again, to embrace vulnerability, or to pivot in a direction not yet explored. The dancer who listens grows more attuned to the rhythm, more agile in responding to its changes. Triumphs, on the other hand, are not the end of the dance, but an extension of the effort that came before. They are moments of harmony, where the steps align perfectly with the music and the movements feel effortless. Triumphs remind us of what is possible and fuel the will to keep moving. Yet, they are fleeting by nature, not because they lack value, but because they serve as punctuation rather than a final destination. The interplay between setbacks and triumphs creates momentum. Each setback propels deeper introspection and sharper focus, while each triumph strengthens confidence and belief in the process. Together, they form a cycle of growth, a rhythm that is not about winning or losing, but about learning and evolving. This rhythm also teaches balance. Just as a dancer must remain grounded while leaping into the air, we must learn to stay rooted in humility during triumphs and resilience during setbacks. Neither state is permanent. Both are necessary. The key is to remain present in the moment, fully experiencing the lessons each phase offers, without clinging to either too tightly. Setbacks and triumphs, though seemingly opposites, are inextricably linked. One gives meaning to the other. Triumphs wouldn't hold their sweetness without the contrast of struggle, and setbacks would lose their sting without the hope of victory. Together, they create a rich tapestry of experience, one that deepens with each step of the dance. As the rhythm continues, the dancer grows, not just in skill, but in understanding. There's a shift from fighting against the challenges to flowing with them, from fearing the falls to finding grace in the recovery. The rhythm of setbacks and triumphs becomes a guide, teaching not only how to move through life, but how to embrace it fully, in all its unpredictable, beautiful complexity. Chapter 4. The Silent Strength Within. In the quiet moments, when the weight of the world feels unbearable and the noise of doubt threatens to overwhelm, there exists a force so profound that it often goes unnoticed. This silent strength buried deep within is not loud or flamboyant, but steady, patient, and unyielding. It doesn't announce itself in times of ease. It reveals its true nature when life presses hardest against you. The silent strength within is like an unassuming reservoir. On the surface, there may be no sign of its presence, but beneath lies an infinite depth waiting to be drawn upon. It thrives in stillness, requiring no applause or recognition, feeding instead on the unspoken belief that no matter how dire the circumstances, you will endure. This strength is not built overnight, but forged through every challenge faced, every fear confronted, and every moment of uncertainty endured. Resilience is not always a dramatic display of defiance. It is often the quiet resolve to take one more step forward. This strength whispers when the mind shouts to quit. It says, "You can bear this moment, even when the road ahead appears endless." It shows itself in the decision to rise from the bed when despair tells you there is no point. It lives in the pauses between actions, in the breaths taken to gather the fragments of courage scattered by adversity. This strength doesn't seek validation. It doesn't require external acknowledgement to exist. It thrives in isolation, during those times when there is no one else to lean on, and the only person who can carry you forward is yourself. It is in these moments that the silent strength within speaks its clearest truth, that you are capable of far more than you've been led to believe. Tapping into this strength demands trust, not in the world or in others, but in yourself. It calls for a leap of faith that even when you don't feel strong, the strength is there, waiting. Trusting this inner reservoir means letting go of the need for certainty and embracing the idea that your endurance is greater than any storm you face. The silent strength within is not a refusal to feel pain or acknowledge fear. It is the ability to coexist with them without being consumed. It accepts that suffering is part of the journey, but it refuses to let that suffering define the journey's outcome. It doesn't deny the difficulty of the present. It simply asserts that the present is not the end. This strength also understands the value of patience. It doesn't rush to overcome but waits, knowing that endurance is often about outlasting the challenges rather than defeating them outright. It accepts the ebb and flow of progress, the steps forward and the inevitable steps back, holding steady through it all. In the moments of greatest struggle, this strength doesn't falter. It adapts. Like a tree bending in the wind, it yields when needed, conserving energy for when the storm passes. Its flexibility is not weakness but wisdom, a deep understanding that resistance often wastes energy, better spent on survival and eventual growth. The silent strength within does not diminish over time. On the contrary, every time it is called upon, it grows stronger. With each trial endured, it becomes more accessible, more familiar, and more ready to rise to the occasion. What once felt like an impossible burden begins to feel like a challenge to overcome, not because the challenge lessens, but because the strength increases. In its purest form, this strength isn't about power, it's about presence. It is the quiet assurance that you are here, in this moment, facing what you thought you couldn't face, and still standing. It is unshakable, unyielding, and always within reach, waiting to guide you through the storms that shape your path. Chapter 5. The Shield Against Doubt. Doubt is insidious, creeping in when your resolve feels vulnerable, and whispering questions that unsettle your confidence. It doesn't always shout. Sometimes it's a quiet presence, a seed planted in moments of hesitation, growing with every uncertainty. To keep moving forward, you must forge a shield against this doubt, a shield that doesn't merely block its force, but absorbs its energy, transforming fear into fuel for persistence. This shield is not a single layer. It's constructed from the many facets of your inner strength, layered with intention and reinforced through experience. The first layer is your belief in purpose, the conviction that what you are striving toward is meaningful and worth every challenge. Purpose grounds you when doubt tries to uproot your resolve. It serves as a constant reminder of why you began, an anchor that steadies your focus when the winds of uncertainty blow. The second layer of this shield is forged from preparation. Preparation isn't just about readiness. It's about knowing you have equipped yourself to handle the unknown. When doubt questions your ability, preparation answers with a quiet but firm voice. You are ready for this. It's not arrogance but assurance, a trust in the work you've already put in and the skills you've honed. Experience forms the third layer. Every past challenge you've faced and overcome adds another reinforcement to this armor. It's a layer that grows with time, each victory, no matter how small, adding to your resilience. Even setbacks contribute to its strength, teaching you not only how to endure, but also how to adapt. Experience whispers to doubt, You've been here before and you've found your way out. Another crucial layer is perspective. Doubt thrives in tunnel vision, feeding off your focus on immediate obstacles. Perspective broadens your view, reminding you that one moment of uncertainty does not define the entirety of your journey. It pulls you out of the narrow focus of fear and places the challenge in the larger context of your growth, showing you that uncertainty is not the enemy. It's part of the path. The innermost layer of this shield is trust in yourself. This isn't the blind confidence of thinking you'll never falter. It's the deeper, quieter belief that even when you falter, you'll find a way to rise again. Trust doesn't eliminate doubt, but it counters it, creating a space where uncertainty can exist without taking control. It's a commitment to yourself, a promise that you will keep moving forward even when the way forward isn't clear. This mental armor is not static. It evolves as you grow. It requires maintenance, moments of reflection where you reinforce its layers and mend its cracks. Building this shield is not about denying doubt's existence. It's about ensuring doubt doesn't dominate your thoughts. It's about acknowledging uncertainty without surrendering to it, about facing the unknown with courage born of preparation, experience, perspective, and trust. When you carry this shield, you don't just block doubt, you confront it. You face its questions with answers forged in your own journey, not dismissing the uncertainty but standing firm in the belief that you are more than capable of navigating through it. The shield against doubt isn't about never feeling fear. It's about choosing to move forward despite it, transforming hesitation into a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Chapter 6. The Momentum of Small Wins. Every great journey begins with a single step, yet it's the smallest milestones along the way that often hold the power to propel us forward. Small wins may seem insignificant in isolation, but when harnessed correctly, they generate a powerful momentum that carries you closer to your greater goals. These victories, while modest, are not merely stepping stones. They are the energy source fueling your perseverance. Small wins act as proof that progress is possible. They break down intimidating goals into manageable pieces, making the overwhelming seem attainable. When faced with a towering challenge, it's the completion of the first, smallest task that breathes life into your confidence. This confidence doesn't merely encourage you. It ignites a chain reaction, each success fueling the next step. Momentum doesn't come from grand gestures. It grows in the rhythm of consistent effort, rewarded by small achievements. Think of it as a wheel, heavy and slow at first, but with every push, every small win, it turns a little faster, a little easier. Before long, that wheel is spinning with a force that seems to carry itself, and the effort you once struggled to sustain now feels almost effortless. But momentum isn't just about movement, it's about direction. Small wins keep you aligned with your greater purpose. They serve as checkpoints, moments to recalibrate and ensure you're heading where you truly want to go. Without these victories, it's easy to drift, to lose sight of the destination amidst the chaos of effort. Celebrate these moments, not with fanfare, but with recognition. Too often, people dismiss small achievements as unworthy of notice, waiting for the big win to validate their journey. But every minor triumph is a building block, laying the foundation for those larger successes. Acknowledge them. Let them remind you that progress, however small, is still progress. Small wins also have a psychological impact that cannot be underestimated. They create a positive feedback loop in your mind, reinforcing the belief that effort leads to results. This reinforcement isn't just motivational, it's transformative. It shifts your mindset from one of doubt and hesitation to one of expectation and action. With every small victory, you're training your mind to trust the process, to see challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. These wins are not just for your personal encouragement, they can inspire those around you. Success, even in its smallest forms, is contagious. When others see your progress, it can spark their own determination, creating a collective energy that amplifies everyone's efforts. This shared momentum becomes a force larger than any individual, lifting the entire group toward their goals. Leverage these victories by using them as a springboard for bigger challenges. Each small win builds your capacity, stretching your limits bit by bit. Over time, what once felt impossible becomes achievable, not through a sudden leap, but through a steady climb powered by consistent progress. The key to sustaining this momentum lies in perspective. Focus not on the distance left to travel, but on the steps already taken. Each small win is a testament to your ability to move forward, a reminder that you've already overcome what once seemed insurmountable. Let that realization drive you to keep going, to keep pushing the wheel forward, confident that every small victory is bringing you closer to something greater. Momentum is not about speed. It's about consistency. It's about building step by step until your efforts gain a life of their own. Small wins may not seem like much in the moment, but they are the lifeblood of progress, the fuel for persistence, and the proof that greatness is built one tiny triumph at a time. Chapter 7. The Vision That Stays the Course. In the journey of persistence, vision serves as the compass, pointing the way forward when the road becomes uncertain. But having a vision isn't merely about knowing where you want to go. It's about holding on to it with unwavering clarity, even as the noise of distractions and doubts attempts to pull you in countless directions. This ability to remain focused is what separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. A clear vision is more than an image of the future. It's a force that anchors you when the world around you seems determined to shake your resolve. It's not passive. It's active, alive, and constantly evolving as you grow. A powerful vision is one you can feel in your bones, a calling that resonates so deeply within you that it becomes impossible to ignore. Distractions come in many forms. They can be enticing opportunities that seem easier or more glamorous than the path you've chosen. They can be fears disguised as logic, convincing you to turn back or settle for less. They can even be well-meaning advice from others who cannot see your vision as clearly as you do. Staying the course requires the courage to look beyond these diversions, not with blinders on, but with a mind so fixed on your purpose that the distractions lose their power. Staying true to your vision also demands the discipline to say no. Every yes to a distraction is a no to your true goal. This isn't always easy. Distractions often masquerade as necessities or shortcuts. But when you have clarity of purpose, every decision becomes simpler. You begin to measure choices not by their immediate allure, but by how they align with where you want to go. Holding on to a vision is not about rigidity. It's about adaptability within your purpose. The journey will rarely unfold exactly as planned. Challenges will arise, and circumstances will change. Staying the course doesn't mean refusing to adjust. It means refusing to give up. It means recalibrating your approach while remaining steadfast in your direction. Vision isn't just about the end goal, it's also about the process. It's the ability to find meaning in each step, even the difficult ones, because you understand how they fit into the bigger picture. It's about seeing progress where others see failure, about recognizing that every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. When your vision is strong, every experience becomes a part of the journey, adding depth and richness to the destination. One of the greatest challenges to maintaining vision is the passage of time. Days turn into weeks, and weeks into years, and the initial excitement that fueled your efforts may wane. This is where the strength of your vision is truly tested. Can you keep it alive in your mind and heart when the journey feels slow, or when the results seem distant? The answer lies in nurturing your vision, revisiting it often and allowing it to inspire you anew each day. There's also the temptation to compare your journey with others. Someone else's progress may seem faster, their path smoother, their success brighter. But their vision is not your vision, and their journey is not yours. Comparison is one of the most insidious distractions because it steals your focus and plants seeds of doubt. Staying the course means trusting your unique path and honoring the time it takes to reach your destination. A true vision has a way of calling you back, even when you falter. It's not something you have to chase. It pulls you forward with its sheer power. When you're aligned with your vision, the distractions lose their luster and the difficulties lose their sting. The journey becomes less about enduring and more about embracing, because you're moving towards something that feels inseparable from who you are. To stay the course is to make your vision not just something you aspire to, but something you live and breathe every day. It's to carry it with you in every choice, every action, and every thought. In doing so, you transform it from a distant possibility into an inevitable reality. Chapter 8. The Legacy of Relentless Pursuit. When one devotes themselves entirely to the relentless pursuit of their goals, they are not merely shaping their own destiny, they are creating ripples that extend far beyond their personal horizon. Persistence, when embraced as a way of life, becomes an enduring force that impacts not just the present, but leaves an imprint on the future. It transforms fleeting actions into a legacy, an indelible mark on the world that continues to inspire and influence others long after the individual has moved on. The beauty of relentless pursuit lies in its compounding nature. Every determined step forward builds momentum, creating a force that grows stronger over time. This force doesn't just carry the individual, it sweeps others along in its wake. Whether it's family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers, people are drawn to the energy of persistence. They see the struggle, the sacrifice, and the unyielding determination, and it stirs something within them. They begin to wonder, what could I achieve if I committed myself as fully? Legacy is not about grand gestures or monumental achievements. It's about the consistency of effort, the refusal to give in when the odds seem insurmountable. It's the quiet strength in showing up every day, no matter how daunting the path ahead may seem. These moments of perseverance become stories that are told, lessons that are shared, and examples that are followed. They become the foundation upon which others build their dreams. The true power of relentless pursuit lies in its ability to transcend time. A life dedicated to persistence sends a message that echoes across generations, that greatness is not reserved for the chosen few, but is available to anyone willing to work tirelessly for it. Children grow up watching their parents strive, unyielding in the face of challenges, and they learn not just the value of hard work, but the importance of resilience. Communities are uplifted when individuals refuse to abandon their goals, proving that progress is always possible no matter how long it takes. Yet the legacy of persistence is not confined to tangible outcomes. It resides in the intangible, the courage to take risks, the humility to learn from failures, and the grace to keep going despite setbacks. These qualities inspire others not through words but through action. Seeing someone persist is a reminder that the human spirit is capable of extraordinary endurance and creativity, even under pressure. The most remarkable legacies often come from those who pursued their dreams not for recognition, but for the sake of fulfilling their potential. These individuals weren't focused on leaving a mark. They were consumed by their passion and purpose. And yet, by staying true to their journey, they left behind a legacy far greater than they could have ever planned. Their relentless pursuit becomes a beacon, guiding others to believe in themselves and strive for their own greatness. Persistence also reshapes the individual in ways that are often invisible to the outside world. Every moment of doubt overcome, every obstacle navigated, and every failure endured sharpens the mind and strengthens the character. This transformation is the essence of legacy. It's not just what you achieve, but who you become in the process. The person who emerges on the other side of relentless pursuit is someone others look up to, someone whose life becomes a testament to what is possible when effort and faith are combined. The legacy of relentless pursuit is also deeply personal. It is the quiet pride of knowing that you gave everything you had, that you held nothing back. It's the inner peace that comes from living a life of purpose, guided by the belief that the journey itself was worth every challenge. And it's this authenticity, this raw dedication to the pursuit of a dream, that inspires others the most. Ultimately, the legacy of persistence is not about the end result. It's about the journey and the example it sets. It's about showing that life's greatest achievements are not handed out freely, but are earned through unwavering determination. And in doing so, It proves to others that they, too, can pursue their dreams relentlessly, and that the impact of their efforts can shape lives and inspire generations to come. Conclusion. The final steps of any journey carry the weight of everything that has come before. It's in the quiet moments of reflection when the echoes of your past struggles and triumphs collide, each one adding to the symphony that has become your story. The path you've walked, with its relentless pursuit, its battles with doubt, and its small, quiet victories, has forged you into someone more than you were before. You stand at the end not as the person you once imagined you would be, but as the version of yourself who had the courage to continue when it would have been easier to stop. There is a distinct power in recognizing how far you've come, and understanding that the relentless pursuit wasn't just about reaching an end goal. It was the means by which you became stronger, wiser, and more in tune with your own potential. Every setback was a sculptor's chisel, every doubt a trial that sharpened your focus, and every small win an ember that kept the fire alive. This journey has gifted you with an inner strength that isn't built on grand moments of success, but on the countless acts of resolve when the world seemed to blur at the edges. This strength, this quiet power within, isn't confined to the moments of victory. It carries on, reaching out into the future, shaping how you approach the next challenge, how you meet each new day, and how you inspire those who are still on their own paths. The legacy of relentless pursuit is not just in the tangible achievements, but in the ripples of influence that extend beyond your reach. It is in the way your journey inspires others to face their battles, to overcome their moments of doubt, and to chase their dreams with unyielding determination. So, as you close this chapter and take the first step into whatever comes next, remember that the essence of this journey lies within you. The triumphs, the lessons, and the resilience will continue to guide you, a quiet force propelling you forward. The pursuit never truly ends. It transforms, it evolves, and it becomes a part of who you are. A reminder that the greatest legacy you leave is not just what you achieve, but who you become through the relentless act of striving. Your support makes all the difference. If you enjoy our content, consider joining our channel memberships to unlock special perks and exclusive content. Members help us keep the creative energy flowing and allow us to reach more people with powerful and uplifting content. Join us and be a part of something meaningful.